Hello everybody, my name is James here and welcome everybody to the European Grand Prix race. It is set, the main event, the full race though, of the European Grand Prix with 57 laps on our way between this circuit de Valencia circuit though, with 12 corners and this circuit then. And we're here for the European Grand Prix, well hopefully this will be the second to last season we'll go to then, because we might not be on the calendar for trade 13 season, but we're happy for the trade 13 race next season for Roblox, in place of the Korean Grand Prix and the Indian Grand Prix. Alright though, we're here for the 7th round of the Trade Pro Championship then, with bottling the pack after Canada. We could draw the championship after round number 6. And here it is. So Bottle leads the pack head though, both of the front of the Lotus drivers are Kimi Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean. Charles picks in 4 behind Sergio Perez. Pedro Lawson in 6th place and 37 players on tied with the same level point as De La Rosa. Clark and Vela tied together with 8 points and Caballero adding up the top. Then they sort the championship. Lotus are fully in the way, probably 88 point ahead of Mercer. 3rd place is McLaren and Sauber tied together in 3rd with 68 points to have. And Toro also in 5th behind HRT in 6th, with Mercedes and Red Bull not that far back. But anyway, let's sort it out there because Force City get a good backlog of points to Charles back to. And Will Williams will finish with no points, so Caterham. But Will Fiala can combat and overtake Red Bull and Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship to move up into 5th or 6th place or 7th in the Constructors' Championship after Europe. We're going to find out here for the European Grand Prix at the Circuit de Valencia in Luxembourg for the European Grand Prix with the Luxembourg flag not there then, guys, for this season. Maybe it will be better next season. I think it might be then, guys. But anyway, the Grand Pack stands for this then. For the 2012 European Grand Prix with the Podium Celebrations there with champagne bottles and the trophies to be out there. And there is the winner's trophy. We'll hand it out to the winner of this race after the 57 laps being completed then. Now there will be viable pits on the way because we had a bit of an update after Sunday night because the pit lane were not working properly though, guys, throughout that, and the driver had to take the safety car in entrance for that then. So yeah. So unfortunately though, we have updated this whole map then. And we update the pit lanes so everyone can serve their pit stop now. Except for Melissa though, because when I tested it last night though, guys, they had a bit of a problem with their pit lane box. So that's why we moved the pit lane back a little bit so they can get out the safe without getting off the track then. But anyway, so that I updated that for the Melissa's pit box so they hopefully can get out safely and we run the track safely onto at the end of turn 1 and going on the line straight going into turn 2, just going past the safety car. But Kovalev will be starting the pit lane. He will be starting the pit lane and he will be starting in the Melissa pit box because we cannot put the full barrier protection here. And we want to increase the level of the click wall then. So we're gonna reduce that not move it. We reduced it. Make it a bit wider though for these cars to go. There we go, got it. So they can come in. So there will be the full pack will be in safely then, and then the race will be over by then. There will be a play mixed up though. So yeah. So we've got 24 cars all lined up, ready to go with 1 car in the pit so far. 23 cars will be starting the grid though for today's European Grand Prix for the start of the race then. But now let's take a look at the start grid then for the European Grand Prix race. So let's have a look at the starting grid then for the European Grand Prix race. And it's a trade chapter for HRT. Pedro Rosa, the Spaniard, taking pole position here at the European Grand Prix track then in Valencia. He will be starting pole position alongside him. It will be Felipe Massa, outqualified Fernando Alonso in his good VR this weekend here after qualifying. Outpaced Fernando Alonso all for this. Next on Road 2, Kimi Raikkonen for Lotus starts 3rd. Alongside him is Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time Red Bull champion, alongside him. There's the Bowman class on the 3rd row with Jensen Button and Lewis Hamilton, both British drivers on the 3rd row. Then behind him is Kobayashi for Sauber, 7th for him. There's Charles Pitchers by in the Moors, so the way of the Charles Grand Prix starts 8th. Timo Glock is starting 9th in the Moors, and it's Vitaly Pedrioli remaining Caterham got 3 to qualify because his teammate Piccolo was knocked out and didn't set a lot in queue in qualify on last Sunday night. Pastor Maldonado will start 11th for Williams. And alongside is the sometimes John Michael Mercedes starting P3. Then is the Mercedes Nico Rosberg starts 13th. Alongside is David Gardner, the Scuderia 12 Russell driver, starts 14th. Mark Webber, back qualifier for the Red Bull driver for the Australian, starts 50th behind Paul Duress in the 14th to 16th. Fernando Alonso, bad qualifier says that was from the Spaniard though. Starts 17th for Ferrari. The Spider is the rank complicated in the HRT in 18th. Then it's the other 14 on Nico Huckenberg starts 9th. Poor qualifier says for him. And it's the other two also sorry in third starts 20th. One McGregor, poor qualifier says for the Lotus driver for the Frenchman. He starts 23rd behind Brewster in the other Williams. And so at the back of the field is the winner of the Canadian Grand Prix last time out. It's Sergio Perez, the Mexican starts 23rd. And so on the 23rd grid, and Heiko Ivan, who did not set a lap time in qualify last Sunday night, will start the race for the pit lane after he did not set a lap time in qualify last Sunday. So yeah, Heiko Ivan started the pit lane for today's Grand Prix. Such a shame for Caterham for cover live for Caterham F1 team for not setting a lap time, and the only one who didn't set a lap time in qualifying though. But hoping to make some good progress in the race if there's anyone. We'll have a safety car for this. But anyway, let's move on to the anthem now. Now then, would you please, ladies and gentlemen, with Onion here to see the race, we're going to be standing by for the Luxembourg National Anthem, which is part of this circuit though, but who will win the European Grand Prix? We'll find out after the first has been completed. It's time to be hearing the Luxembourg National Anthem. Okay, that was the hair of the Dutch. That's of the Luxembourg Lasso Anthem then. So so I'm going to do something to this guy for Onion to let Kate Caroline out on this. That if he's leave, it means I have to do it by myself. We have to find out. We have to wait to begin to this. So yeah. All right. Let me just do something. Okay. So I'm just gonna put the phone, the GoPro on charge, and we'll get ready to start the race. So we're about to get ready to go then here for the European Grand Prix at the second D Valencia. Just need to check the pit lane is closed or not for no pit stop. Yeah, it's all done. So yeah. So we're ready for this though. With my friend, with a friend Onion is there to watch the race alongside with me. And hopefully I don't think he's not going to do the pit lane. Unfortunately, I might need to do the pit lane stop for KK Cola after all these traffic cars are going to get past. We'll go past after into turn 1, which is the right hand going into the hairpin at turn 2 after that. So they need to. So spectators need to be careful. Need to be watching out for turn 2 and 11 because of the Pirelli style. We updated it there as well. So we wait for this then. So yeah. So without further ado, then let's begin the race. But yeah, we've changed the Pirelli height then. So all sorted out now, and the track is clear, ready to go then. But I want to have a run. Check the track. Check the track is clear. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check before the race starts. I'll be right back. So, it's personal orders on pole position for the European Grand Prix. Alonso is Felipe Massa for Ferrari. The Brazilian second player could have a lunge into the lead going down to turn 1. He could go through to take the lead of the European Grand Prix at the start of the race. White could have on the second row, then it's the Bowman class on the third row, and then Kobayashi and Pick on row 4. 57 hours are coming our way here for the European Grand Prix circuit though, But yeah, it's been very good to see you been better to be back then. Alright then, we're ready today. The F1 2007 Roblox season is back again. It's the European Grand Prix. We've got 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. And Massa, John Russell get a good start there. Emma leads to the first car. Common Line leads to pit lane now as well. We're on the way for the European Grand Prix as we're racing. Lights out and away we go then. John Russell kept the lead from Massa. Massa takes the lead and Massa is racing into the lead of the European Grand Prix. Massa for Ferrari leads into the first corner. Second is Hamilton. Third into third. John Russell not that far back then. Watchman Senna having a battle on their own. Where they go into the new part center, turn second and great start there. Kolarov is not that far back in the Caterham, but Massa leads the race after turn 1 and going to the hairpin. He got to the lead from Dolorosa after turn number from turn 1, and no one's not coming to the pits after the first lap. Great job, everyone through safely then. So we're racing for the first time here this new layout of Europe then. After what happened last season, 2011 race then. Massa continues to lead the pad as they're going through the hairpin turn 3 now. Great start there from everybody else. Are they going to get safe and sound through there? Yes, they are. Kobe is just closing up the gap after his pit lane start. But leading the race now, Vettel and Jenson Button, the 2009 champion from McLaren, has taken the lead. Vettel side by side with him. Sebastian Vettel, will he take the lead of the race? And he has! Or would he keep it? Could he keep it there? And he has. Sebastian Vettel. Oh, no, not quite. Jenson Button takes back the lead from Vettel. Jenson Button leads the European Grand Prix from Sebastian Vettel. Great battle there between the two champions there as they end up 2. What a great start there to European Grand Prix with 2 laps down on lap 3. Great start there. Groza, bad start from the Frenchman down into last place already. As they go for the hairpin, Button is keeping this clear then. A bit of contact there going into the hairpin at turn 3. Raikkonen is in second place. Senna is not that far back. So after 2 laps, Button leads. Raikkonen second. Massa third. Well, Massa will take second place for Massa. Oh! Big contact between Massa and Raikkonen there. And Massa says thank you very much. And Massa sweeps his car into second place ahead of Kimi. Massa, with his former teammate from Ferrari, has overtaken him for second place. So Kimi Raikkonen dropping at the third. Hamilton's making a move as well. Bob McLaren have a great start for this race here in Europe. What a great start to this European Grand Prix for McLaren. Hamilton's now in the lead. It's a McLaren 1-2 for Massa. It's a McLaren 1-2 if Hamilton takes the lead from Button. Button's finally going into the hairpin turn 3. Who will be leading first? It's Lewis Hamilton. Button gets past Massa. He's dropping back from the lead of the way. Hamilton and McLaren. It's a McLaren 1-2 here in Europe. Button side by side with Hamilton. Well, this has been a great start. Hulkenberg and Grove have been side by side together though. We have no safety cars just yet, though. Hoping we might have one later on in the race. But after lap 3, Hamilton and Bud, 2 McLaren lead the way from Bruno Senna and Williams third. Great start to this race. Gap only just 1 or 2 seconds out is for the rest of the pack then. And going on to lap 5 now. Nothing has been changed after 3 laps. Kimi Raikkonen for the Lotus F1 team. The Iceman, the 2007 champion, has now taken the lead of the European Grand Prix. Could he hold it then? Well, we're going to find out his teammate Grubber is down in trade second place. Bowie's side by side with the 4th century of Nico Hulkenberg. The German versus the Frenchman. Another been both retiring Formula 1 in last year, in 2020 season then. But it's Kimi who's leaning out in front. Bit good over there. Bit side by the rest of the pack then. This is Michael Schumacher then. So this is where the Senna there, Raikkonen out in front. Head to the 2 McLarens. That is Bruno Senna in 4th. Charles Pick in the Marussia. P5. P6. Who is in P6? I don't know who it is then. But we have clear air racing after 5 laps. Bit of side by side going on there. Raikkonen continues to lead the pack then. Pick's charging the field a bit then. Hulkenberg gets past Grozen for 22nd place. That is no good news for Roman Grozen after 3 laps. And Bruno Senna takes the lead of the European Grand Prix. Senna gets past Kimi Raikkonen, the son of Ayrton Senna, the 3-time champion in Formula 1. Bruno Senna, the son of Ayrton Senna, has taken the lead of the European Grand Prix. Senna now leads the race, head of Raikkonen. But McLaren are side by side with Charles Pickett and Marussia. but what a great start to the European Grand Prix with Britta Senna leads the race. Well, it's been a good start then, and it looks like Caterham looks like they're going to prepare one there. I think Caroline's going to prepare for his stop then for the Caterham in front here. That's going to be slightly a bit early for Heikki to come into the pits. It is going to be very early for Heikki Caroline to try and get out of there and try and score some points, yeah. So we only have been 6 lap racing here in Valencia, and Charles Pick's going to make the move for the lead away. He has. Charles Pick, the Frenchman from Worcester, the winner of the Trials Grand Prix, has taken the lead of the European Grand Prix here in the Circuit de Valencia. Pick leads from Worcester. Great comeback there then for the rest of the pack then. Here goes Mark Webber for Red Bull on the side-by-side move going into turn 12. A good side-by-side battle with this one for Mark Webber for Webber Racing. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out then. Pick leads the pack. Hamilton side-by-side with Britta going into the heavy at turn 3, but Hamilton now takes back second place from Senna. Oh, Checo not that bit wide there. We'll probably replay at the start of the race then. As we still green flags, I'll see that now on my character. And hopefully, if everybody will be safe to be continuing the race then. But we're coming down to the end of our pen going on to lap 9, but it looks like Heikki will be the first one to pit. That's going to be quite early for Heikki Kovalainen when he started the race from the pit lane for the Finnish driver. So the Caterham are prepared for Heikki Kovalainen, who started the race from the pit lane. He's going to be the first car to come into the pits. Oh, wait, only just 8 laps into the race then, he's coming into the pits. Whoa, this is going to need to be a better stop for Heikki, though. The Caterham team, I'm on it then. Oh, God, stop. And, oh, he's just got stuck in the Red Bull garage. Oh. Let me just send him out then. There we go. We don't. Rebel not response to see a Caterham driving the pits. Heikki in the pits now, and this needs to be a very good stop for him. Is he going to rejoin at the back? Okay, that's the 5 seconds off for Heikki, and he's going to rejoin the race track safely. He does so. So great, sweet stop from Heikki Kovalainen. So great work. Charles Pick leads the pack then. So another pit stop then from the Caterham team from Heikki Kovalainen, who's just done his first stop then, so of the race then, so yeah. Beyond this, out there resolution for 8 laps then, he think he wants to go on a better set then. Going for the hairpin now, bit side by side with Wycliffe there. For Tyler Pedro, all the other Caterham's bit struggling a bit then. And looks like Groves having a battle with Huckabee, is giving him a headache now for the Lotus F1 team, but yeah. But if someone can side the track, we'll hopefully help them and come back into the pits. Looks like Lotus might be the next team to pit. It's going to be Grozen, I think. Roman Grozen, the Frenchman, is going to come into the pits, I think, at the end of lap 10. Frenchman Roman Grozen might come into the pits, I think. But not on this lap, I don't think. The pit lane is working properly then. So no pit stop just yet from Grozen. So, what Charles Pick leads the European Grand Prix after 10 laps down, leading from Wycliffe. Wycliffe does a great move at the hairpin, got a bit slightly wide at turn 3, and is now taking the lead of the race. This has been a good fight back. Wycliffe and Pick side by side, going into the tie back as Wycliffe get a good gap to the, making a great, good combat, good wide there from Pick. Wycliffe gets a good gap now to the rest of the race now. Wycliffe leads from Pick. Hamilton Senna, battling for third. Dwayne Carter came 5th from 18th on the grid. Bit of good comeback from the rest of the pack then. And now it's time for pit stops then to begin. Well, it's going to be a big challenge then. Groves is in the pits now. Well, it's on lap 11 now, so the Frenchman's in. This needs to be a good one for the French team then. I mean, for the British team then. That is the slowest at 6.7. That's a 7-second pit stop from Roman Grozen in the. So the French. So that's a slow stop from the Lotus F1 team then. So Grozen has done his pit stop now, and now the race is going to turn around now. Before I touch something, before I ruin the race for them. By the way, Wycliffe is out in front in this race here in Valencia after lap 12. Coming out of lap 12 and going to lap 13 now, as they come around across the line now. So two cars of ages, Pick, Grozen and Heikki Kovalainen have both of these drivers have stopped. Looks like the next team might be Force India next. I think Force India are going to be the next team to pit. Yes, I think that might be though. I think that might be for it's going to be So Wack is the clear leader then. It's going to be for Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, the German's going to come into the pits. So Hulkenberg will come into the pits. So box for Hulkenberg then. On lap 30 now. Raikkonen out in front after on lap 30 the proper 57 laps of this way. We're coming on to lap 4 right now as he leads the race. Well, Mark Webber in the Red Bull, second place though for the Red Bull, driving from 50 in the field on the grid. Hulkenberg is now in the pits right now on lap 13. At the end of lap 30 now. This needs to be a good start. He needs to try to find Grosjean. Oh, he got stuck. Oh, that's a big error there. That's getting that percentage to Grosjean. This is costing Nico Hulkenberg some valuable time here. God, that's a terrible, horrible stuff from Hulkenberg. He's joined behind Grosjean. That didn't pay off for him. And I think is that something going off the track? I think that might be it, I think. Or I think we got a yellow flag, and we got a yellow flag, and I think someone's just gone off the track there, and I wonder who could that be. Someone has gone off the track though, and who is that? I don't know who it is. And it's Nico Rosberg. The Mercedes of Nico Rosberg is off the track. We got yellow flags out. And Hulkenberg has just ready to stop. And the other Nico Rosberg, the Mercedes, is going to be the first retirement of the race. Hard same though for Mercedes. Nico Rosberg is out of this race. And are we going to have a safety car? Yep, it will be a safety car. Safety car has been deployed then, guys. So for the first time ever, the safety car has been deployed because of the stricken Mercedes of Rosberg is stranded on the track. And the safety car has now come out now. So, SC out then. So the safety car has been deployed. That is such a disappointment, saying for Nico Rosberg, the first car to be out of this race. The pit lane is closed, by the way, though, because of the stricken Mercedes of Rosberg. That is such a been saying for Rosberg. He retired. I think he scored some points in Canada, or maybe he retired for that last race in Canada. Rosberg is in a dangerous spot, man. The safety car has come out. Nico Rosberg out of this race. Out of the European Grand Prix goes the Mercedes driver. Oh, that is such a shame for Nico. So that's one cut. That's one Mercedes out there, and the other Schumacher is still running this race. But with the safety car out, then it's all changed the race. What is now out the Mercedes, and then we need to try and put him back into pits. It's further away. Then I'll have to put in somewhere around here until I move. Then, guys, looks like there's something good news at Toro Rosso. Looks like they're bringing one-day drivers into the pits. I think might be Fernand might be coming to the pits then. So on lap 70, the possible 57 laps of this European Grand Prix guy needs to calm down. 1 lap 70 of the possible 57 laps of this 57 laps of this European Grand Prix race, and we have one car out of this race, and it is Nico Rosberg for Mercedes. He's the first car to retire from this race, and with the safety car out there, Raikkonen leads the way. Well, it's going to be a very hard to go follow for this safety car for London, and then we'll be putting him into the pits after Fern stopped. It will do though when the safety car comes into the pits, but first it's going to be Fern stop first before anyone else could make their pit stop first, and then we'll get to the end of the race then. So with Hulkenberg still in the race, one Nico in the race though, the other one is out of this Grand Prix, I'm afraid though, for Nico Rosberg for Mercedes. So Nico Rosberg, the first car to be out of this race then, and the safety car will be coming in on the next lap. So the safety car will be coming in next lap. And that is Fern coming into the pits. This is me a good start. That's a bit better than the other guys did. And out he comes. There he goes. That's a great stop from Fern. for that is a great stop then from the Frenchman. So Fern has done his stop though for Toro Rosso for the Scuderia Toro Rosso team. So the safety car is coming in his lap then. Wait for green. As we're ready to get going then. In comes the safety car. And now why could we get this race back on the road now? We're racing once again. Green flag here in. We're racing once again then. Here in France, here in Europe. Here in the Circuit de Valencia for the European Grand Prix. The safety car is pulling to pits. And now the race could commence again. Lap 20, out of possible 57 laps of this European Grand Prix. The race is back on the way. As everybody are back to racing once again. The track is clear. We're racing once again. Weicker lead from Michael Schumann. The only remaining Mercedes left in this race. Hamilton third. Perez 4th. Vitali Petrov 5th. Webber 6th. Alonso 7th. Dolores 8th. And then the Lewis is in 9th and 10th. Red Bull looks like they're preparing for the driver. I think that might be for Vettel. Well, we're coming on to lap 21 now. Looks like it's going to be Vettel's coming to the pits now. We'll be next up. Weicker leads the pack from Schumacher. There is Sebastian Vettel. Looks like the Red Bull team are preparing for him to come into the pits. So it's Red Bull's turn then to make the deal then. So Red Bull are going to bring Vettel into the pits. And deal same from Nico Rosberg from Mercedes though. Out to this Grand Prix. The first DNF, the first car to be out to retire from this race. And he's back into pit, and he's back in the Mercedes pit box though. But that is such disappointment. Same from Nico Rosberg for Mercedes. As Michael says, his teammate Michael Schumacher has just taken the lead of the European Grand Prix from Kimi Raikkonen. So the only remaining Mercedes left of this race is Michael Schumacher. And the 7-time champion is in second place actually still. 9 to lead the race on Friday though. And now, I think I thought Webber would bring Vettel in the pit, but he's had a bit of side by side with Maldonado. Now Maldonado looks like he will be the driver to pit. It looks like Vettel and Maldonado might be pitting. Looks like Maldonado will be pitting first then Seb, I think. So looks like the waiters are prepared for him. Yes, they are. Yeah, the news is told out on the news. Yeah. So looks like they're bringing a Williams into pits then, so it will be Maldonado. Pastor Maldonado for Williams is going to come into the pits. So we're on 2022 right now. Next time will be lap 23. Raikkonen still leads the race here in Europe. And into the pits goes Pastor Maldonado. It's gonna be a busy stop though for Pastor. He's in the pits now. That's a pit stop done, but he's gonna be joined behind Fern. And Pastor Maldonado has rejoined the race behind Fern. So that's a great 5-second pit stop from Maldonado for Williams. So great stop from him. And now Webb on the next team to pit. And this time it was Seb. Vettel, the 4-time champion in the pits. Seb's in. Sebastian Vettel for Webber Racing in the pits. He's out now. He's going to be joined behind Fern. And he just rejoined behind Fern and just headed off Maldonado. So Vettel rejoins the race safely there out for the pits then. 1 lap 24 to probably 57 laps of this European Grand Prix. Leading this race is Kimi Raikkonen. Second is Michael Schumacher. Webber first and 4th. Hamilton 5th. Alonso 6th. And the rest of the field have still yet to stop. We've got another lap will be completed then. So Vettel and Maldonado then stops. Who will be next? Oh, that guy's on the track. Get off the track. We will mix the race stop. I don't want to have a red flag situation for this then. Looks like it looks like Toro Rosso going to be bringing another driving. Massa, it looks like he's coming to pits.
But then,
oh, what is this? Oh my goodness me. What is Onion doing? What is Onion doing? That is completely he messed up the whole way. It's stupid. Yeah, we're gonna have another reflex situation. We had in Melbourne, Malaysia, not in China, not in Spain. We had it, and not in Monaco. The fourth reflex season. Oh my word! Onion had done this. Onion had just not won the Pirelli signs. Then, oh my word! Like, what on earth has he done? He made a carnage to the rest of the race. What is your problem? You ruined the race. The race has been red flagged then, guys, because of that strict curse of Onion 67899, who ruined the rest of the race. Who ruined the race. The race has been stopped then, guys, because of Onion. The player on Roblox have made up this race. Have stopped this race. He had messed up the race then, guys. The race has been stopped on lap 25 as possible 57 laps of this race then, guys. We've only got about 33 laps to go to the end of the race. So, I'm just going to have a good... I forgot to set this up. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, we'll have a look. Okay, so the race has been stopped then, guys. Because Onion has knocked over one the Pirelli sign that he got for at turn 11. He wasn't supposed to then. We got all the cars back to track, but that doesn't count, unfortunately, though. Buried, though. We're on that 25 point 15 laps there. The race has been stopped then, guys. So the race will restart when the driver when whichever the drivers where they were on that 25, and the race will restart it as normal then. But some of them doing the pit stop might have a chance to win the race if they had a pit stop. So Vettel, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Fern, and Kovalainen have done their pit stops. So there were the 5 to pit, and Rosberg is out of the race. So the red flag has been stopped. The race has been suspended. So I'm just going to. So we had to set this up for the next 10 minutes, then, guys. Anyway, guys, sorry for that. Then, yeah, he said restart. So yeah, thanks for that. This is all your fault, then, Anya. This is all your fault. But then, guys, we'll be right back for about 10 to 15 minutes when we'll sort this restart out for the race for the restart of the race. We'll be right back then, guys, for 15 minutes. See you in 15 minutes then, guys. We'll be back in 15 minutes time and we'll sort out the grid for the restart. But we'll be right up. We'll be starting the race on the pole for the restart.
here's the replay of that red flag situation on lap 25. And let's just have a look up Onion, the other player on Roblox. Look at that, he knocked over the Pirelli sign, and that was caused the red flag to come out. That's a big... Roblox player not allowed to be on the track there at this point of time. So as the grid will say put for the restart, it will take about 20 minutes to do so. The race will restart on lap 26. And there will be no more Roblox players on the track at this point in this race. And after the red flag situation will be Kimi Raikkonen per ahead, the Michael Schumacher, then will be Mark Webber, Lewis Hamilton on the second row. Hoping this will be a clean start to the restart of this race.
So yeah, Guy, you've been seeing me trying to set up the grid for the restart for 20 minutes, I think. And I sorted out then, guys. So before the red flag came out, it was Raikkonen who was leading the pack head to Schumacher. Webber and Alonso was behind him in third and fourth. Checo was in fifth. Alonso was sixth at the bottom. Then Charles Pitt was eighth in the middle somewhere. Then there's Pedro Alonso ninth for HRT. Then it's Kobayashi, Carter Ken, Brisser, Fatai, Petrification 13th. I need to put him back to his which position I think to put in. Then let me just. Vitaly Petrov, I'll have to do that later. There was the rest of him for a massive 15 and Ricardo 16, but Glock was just behind Ricardo when the red flag came out. It was ahead of Fern, Vettel, Maldonado, De Gross, and Hulkenberg and Kovalar who made the stop then. Was the only one who retired for the race. He went off the track at lap 15, and that brought safety car for that. But yeah, so we've got 23 drivers left in the race then. So we'll put petrol back in place. I'll wait. We'll get prepared for the restart. The way with the lights will be coming out. It will be another restart. We're gonna have a second standing start. We're gonna have then, guy, with this restart. So we're on lap 26. We'll probably 57 laps of this race here in Europe. Then the second race, the race is going to get back underway. We're coming back on pole on the front in first. Leading this race, had the Michael Schumacher in second place, with Webber and Hamilton just by in third and fourth, and fifth and second is Perez and Alonso on the third row. So, we're to game with that. Here go the far right lights coming on. We're ready to restart here again, here in Europe, for the European Grand Prix in the second defense here. It's lights out, and away we go. And for the second time, Schumacher and Michael gets away well. Schumacher leads the race after the red flag situation there on the restart because of Onion, who caused it with the praise sign. But the race is fired back on the way. Schumacher and Raikkonen battle, but Raikkonen keeps the lead from Schumacher as they go down, plying down the straight. They're going through it then. Well, some of them don't have one stop, so I needed to pit again. But Schumacher did. Oh, Webber! Big collision for Mark Webber in the Red Bull. Hope that will not cause any persistence there. But Schumacher leads the race, had the Raikkonen. The side by side again, but Michael Schumacher, the 7th champ, takes the lead of the European Grand Prix as he leads the pack. Great start there from the rest of the field. All 23 cars left in the race then as they come around to end lap 26. Great restart then to the European Grand Prix with Ryan racing once again. With Ross back away, we've got 23 cars to win it, and the rest of the field and the rest of the ones that we'll have to pay again. As bit mixed up going on to this next lap then. But Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time champion, now takes the lead of the European Grand Prix. Hamilton leads the race. Great restart then from Mr. Hamilton then. So we could have some pit stop on the way then. So looks like the pit lane or all the F1 garages, I think they might be closed, I think. So whoever's won the race in the last will be pitting first. And well, it's gonna be a bit of a battle going on there. See who will be pitting first. But Hamilton leads the pack at the De La Rosa, who's having a comeback here after the flex of red flag. And Grosjean has just come into the pit. What on earth happened to Grosjean? Oh, that was a bit of a mistake from Grosjean then. I think he had a bit of a problem then. I think he's just served a. I think he had sort of drive. I think it was a drive for. It was a drive for penalty. I think he was speeding in the pit lane. I think. So it was a drive for penalty for Grosjean for speeding in the pit lane. So that is a penalty for Grosjean. So I think he's got a bit too fast going into the pit lane after he stopped. And I think he was trying to catch up to Hulkenberg. So it was a drive for penalty for Mr. Roman Grosjean for Lotus. Mike Savalius, good comeback here. Going to try slightly to lead the race. He does not, but otherwise it now takes back the lead of the European Grand Prix. Thanks to the red flag, he's now back in the lead of the race again. Coming on the end of that race, Raikkonen that takes back the lead. Kimi Raikkonen, the Iceman, who takes back the lead of the European Grand Prix. Glock's look like he's going to be a bit of a power problem he had then when the red flag came out. Then he just went on track then. Well, the track is safely clear right now after the red flag situation from Onion, who caused the Pirelli sign to come down, and that caused a blockade, and that brought the red flag, and I had to sort out the restart though. So the race is underway again. We're halfway through the race right now, and we're racing once again here in Europe then, with Raikkonen leads the pack ahead of De La Rosa and Schumacher not back in third. Marussia are preparing for a pit stop then. That looks like might be one of the drivers, or might be team of Block McLaren might be coming to pits, I think. But I don't think it might be not this lap, but maybe it might be the next lap then, because Kovalar and Serp have pitted. So, we're not playing right now. These drivers need to make their stop now. Team McLaren is prepared to come into pits now. So, we only had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars pitted. This will be the 8th driver to come into pit. It will be Team McLaren for Marussia. So, Marussia are preparing for one of their drivers to come into pits then, and it will be Team McLaren. So, thanks to the red flag from Onion, the race is being changed again. So, what could the rest of the race plan out? Well, unfortunately, Vettel, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Fern, and Kovalar will have to pit again after the rest of the field have stopped. Because Grosjean had to that penalty, he'll be safe and sound for that, but he had to take that pit stop again. Beer bag on up there right now then. And both Glock and Perez come into pits. 2 o'clock is pit, and so is Checo. So, as Glock comes to the pit, Checo coming to pit as well. So the Mexican driver and Glock and Perez, so Checo is coming to pit as well, taking some time at the team. Glock's his pit stop, and he's on the way. Checo's next up. He's gone into one pit box. He got into Force India pit box. That's a big mistake for Checo. He doesn't want to fit the beside of the car, make an error mistake then. So, with an error there for Perez then, although that will not be a penalty from the stewards, I will say, for Perez putting them on box. That was my fault then, guys. So, Sergio Perez and Mr. Glock have done their pit stop. So, racing once again then. So, I think Checo wants to serve his pit stop then. But he has but good stop going for a India pit, but that's fine for him. Alright, and looks like it's a bit bad for this. I think Cater are going to be bringing Vitali in. Are they going to bring in Ricciardo as well? Because I think he's slowly further back, I think, for the rest of the pack then. So this is from the team. So yeah, for Sauber team, I've prepared then. There's Force India's pit box. Open and starting into be careful then. So yeah. Lap 33 now. Out to point with Fitz laps of this race then. And there's one up to laps here then. But I think Massa looks like Ferrari might be the first team to pit then. Well, we need to probably do it before the end of the race begins then, guys. So Massa looks like he's going to be the first one to come into pit. Look, Kate will have to wait and see. And I think Ricciardo won't be coming into pit as well. So they're gonna bring in Massa then, so yeah. So looks like the team are gonna bring in Massa then. Massa is gonna prepare for his pit stop then for Ferrari. It's good to have Ferrari need to get out of the track. The first Ferrari finally get pit stop on the way then. So they need to do their best. But what can they do to plan this out? Massa's in the pits now for Ferrari. The Brazilians in the pits now. What could the runner up in 2008 can do? Massa in the pits now for Ferrari. Is needed a bit of good stuff from Brazilian driver then. Oh, he's stuck in the pit lane. Oh, big slow stop for Massa there. And then can he get out then? Oh, he's just stuck there. Oh my word, that is costing such the same for Felipe Massa then. Oh my word. That is what is going on for Ferrari with their pit boxes. I thought they sorted it out after qualifying last time out. And looks like Pedro now takes the lead of the European Grand Prix. As we're getting past then. In comes down Ricciardo. Toro's our next stop. So in comes the Australian, Daniel Ricciardo. As Groza gets past him. He's making his pit stop right now. And off he goes. Great stop from the Australian. 7 seconds that is from Daniel Ricciardo. He rejoined safely though. That was a huge error though. That was a slow pit stop from Felipe Massa. So with both Ricciardo and third pit stop done. Now it's up to the rest of the field to see how they can survive the time. Massa's dropped down to the last though, unfortunately then. So yeah. Who's winning the race now in last now? Because Massa and Ricciardo have done the pit stop now. We only got 22 laps to go then. Dolores across the line again. And Dolores is in clean leading the race on the moment right now. I think they're going to bring the race leader in. The race leader, Pedro Dolorosa, the 2010 champion for Sauber, is going to come into the pit on the next lap. So, will be a pit stop next lap done for Mr. Pedro Dolorosa then for Sauber, for HRT. So, first stop 20 for HRT then, not for a while then, not a while ago then. So, yeah, pit stop times again can be one of Lofts in the pits then. Are they going to be Kotikin as well then? I'm not sure for that then. But Pedro Dolorosa leading this race for HRT is going to come into the pits for his pit stop. And he comes to the pits right now. As now Wycliffe will take back the lead of the race. This needs to be very good for the HLT then for the 2010 champion from Sauber. Dolorosa in the pits now. Groza gets past. This needs to be a super slow stop for Dolores as for the HRT then. And always a slow stop there. Cost a bit of time there from Pedro Dolores there, but he gets out safely just behind Glock. He has rejoined the race in 20th place. He has rejoined the race then. That is not a great stop. That is for the team, for the HRT team then. Lewis is going to come into the pits, I think. Always missed his pit box. 20 laps to go of this European Grand Prix race. And first off, sorry, Fern, who had his pit stop, has gone out of the race. We got yellow flags out at sector 2. We got yellow flags out. Hamilton could be coming into the pit unless there'd be a safety car out. But sorry, Fern, for Toro Rosso has just made his first stop, and he will not be seeing the checker flag. So, we have a yellow flag out then. This will not be a safety car, I'll say, to remove Fern's car out the way then. And all McLaren are going to bring Lewis in. They're bringing Fernando in as well. Okay, so both Armington's in the pits. But the Ferrari team wants Fernando into the pits as well. So Fernando's in the pits now. Lewis is in. And out he goes. And Charles Pick is off. That's Pick. As Alonso has made his stop as well. Charles Pick in the Marussia has gone off and he's out of his ways. Alonso's made his stop and Hamilton's made his stop as well. We have a safety car now. SP deployed on lap 39 and on lap 41 now. We have a safety car out again. Because Sorry Fern's car needs to be removed, and so will have to be Charles Pick's Marussia as well. So 2 cars out then. And the safety car has been deployed. Pick is out of this race. The safety car has been deployed. And now we have to get this field back safety and responsible. There will be some pit stop on the way though during the safety car queue. Michael Schumacher is the clear leader of this race here for the European Grand Prix in Valencia. And now comes the safety car again. So, out comes the safety car then, and we're under this yellow light flags conditions. Mercedes looks like they're going to bring Michael Schumacher because Rosberg's out of the race. Schumacher, the leader of the race, has to make his pit stop. Oh, just crossing out before he's out of the race, but he's doing the race thing, guys. It's pit stop, not out of the race though. So Schumacher will make his stop under the safety car. Well, we'll have to remove Fern's car out the way. And is there someone else off the track? Do I need to just check it out? I think that might be another one off the track, I think. We'll have to let you see it after Sumi pits. Schumacher in the pits now. Michael Schumacher, the 7-time champ, into the pits for Mercedes. Box for the Mercedes team. And I think it might be a Williams driver. And I think it might be Maldonado. I think he's gone off the track then. Was that Maldonado gone off the track at turn 1? Yes, it is Pastor Maldonado. He's out as well. So Pastor Maldonado, who just made his stop after the red flag came out. Maldonado was one race in the top 10, but it's going to be the 4th car to be out of the race. So the forward time of the race of this race here in Europe, as both Maldonado and Fern are out of the race. We're on lap 43 right now. We have to clean up the record before the race restarts. We're out to make their pit stop right now. Bit of pit stop coming their way, and it's look like one of the HRT coming to pit. I'm on the way Cartakayan. And the other HRT is going to put to pit again. So, ever get past Cartakayan? No, any Cartakayan's in the pits at the end of lap 44. So there's just a few more cars left to pit then, and then the race will be done. As cars get into pits now. Safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap though. So safety car will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap then. So Codcare has done his pit stop already. So how many cars are still yet to pit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars left to pit. And the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. So, is safety car in the pits now? Oh, and Cubby actually in the pits. Why can't in the pits? Oh, he just got stuck. Well, the race. Cubby actually didn't mean to come in. Didn't mean to come into the pits. But that was a soft bit of error there. Wyckonen has got that's Grosses off as well. Both of the Lotuses are off. Wyckonen, can he able to keep going then? Can we what? Because Grosses off the track then. With the safety car just coming to the pits there. Wyckonen is still. Is he going to keep back on track? He does so. But that is serious, costing a lot of top time. That is. Lotus are bringing Wyckonen into the pits. He stops. And that's for Kimi. He's in the pits. Is this going to be a lap down for Kimi? Yes, it is. Kimi's 1 lap down now. That was a big mistake. I don't know what happened there though, guys. I didn't know what happened there. As with the yellow flags out like Stu, well, the race got underway again. Wycko's basically stopped, but Grosson in the front of me is off the track. He's just in the pit lane, and he's going to be out of the race as well. So both Grosson and Wyckonen, a bit of double disaster there from Lotus did with one driver lapped and one car out of the race. This is going for a turnout though. For this then. Well, both 14 and feel like Huckleberry and the rest are batting out there. Buena Senna and Vitaly Petra, both of these team drivers haven't stopped yet. Well, Vitaly hasn't. Senna needs to stop. Webb looks like the rest is going to come into the pits as well. So, HRT are going to. So, Williams are going to bring Senna in. Well, for India, they're going to bring in DeResta. So 149 the point 57 lots of this race. Everyone needs to start or they won't see the chicken flag. And Vettel and the cover lineman will have to. If that red flag to the word means they. But anyway, so it's going to come into pits now. The race is in the pits now. And we've only got a few more laps left to go. We're not 50 now, and everyone needs to stop. If they don't stop, they will get a black flag. And they will be disqualified from the race. Orbit slide there from Senna. He needs to get the team. The mechanic to get him car ready to get if he gives him some points. Give me a lap down for C then. Great stuff from Senna. And he gets out safely though. So we're waiting out to laps here, and all the drivers haven't stopped. Now it looks like Cater are going to be bringing their car in. That's going to be Petrov. Petrov's going to come to the pits at the end of lap 50. And it's going to be, is this going to be Vitaly 1-9 stopping this race? It is. Vitaly into the pits now. Bonner takes the lead. There's not much left to go in this race. Vitaly Petro, the one to stop catering in the pits now. This has been a great race here so far for catering though. That's good stop from Vitaly. Great start. Could he get out ahead of Schumacher? Well, he could, but bad result, but no, Schumacher gets ahead of him then. We're racing once again though. Green flag. As we wave the green flag then to see the race's track is clear and the race will resume then. Petrotron is stopped then. So we're waiting out to laps here, guys. I need to pit these drivers very quickly before the race ends. Otherwise, they will get disqualified. And oh! Well, looks like, well, good news that Webber was not going to be served. Mark Webber has gone off track. Mark Webber, the Webber race driver has just hasn't stopped yet. is out this way. We've only just a few laps left to go. Webber's out. So, no pit stop there for Mark Webber. And he's going to be joining Grosjean, Rosberg, Fern, and Amanda on the sidelines as the list of retirements as well. Webber out of this race after not so it looks like one of the tyres might be blown up, I think. McLaren are waiting for their driver to come into pits. And it is, it's Button. Jensen Button is pitting. Webber not going to be serving that driver. It's going to be for the pit stop for Jensen Button. That's a terrible stop there. Jensen's gone on the sideline there. Oh, this is going to be chaos to the end of this race here in Europe then, guys. With only just 5 laps remaining. But that was a 6-second pit stop from Jensen as he rejoined the race back safely then. So that's him done. Now the rest is the only driver have yet to score. We've only got 4 laps to go. And Vettel and the Kovalainen said this. We've only got 4 laps to go then. Both Force Inches have to pit again, and so will be Kovalainen Vettel, or they will be disqualified. That means Kobayashi could win the race again. Behind them, it's Schumacher, Petrov, Kotkanian. Well, Kobayashi's in the lead of the race now, I think. No, I think he's lost a bit of time, I think. Bit of a mix-up then, guys. Schumacher's leading the race. Will be from Petrov. Bit of a mix-up then, guys. And Kamui has been disqualified. Kobayashi's been disqualified. So Kobayashi has been disqualified. He's been given a black flag. Didn't respond to the rules. Thought he's leading the race. He is not. With only just 3 laps to go, Heikki and Seb are left. De Resta can finally make his pit stop. But where's Hulkenberg? I think he's going to try. I think he's giving up. As De Resta gets on the way, but he's stuck in the Force India pit box. What is going on? To the end of this, what's going on to the end of this race then, guys? Hulkenberg is in, and so is Seb. Hulkenberg has given up the race. Well, Vettel was able to continue. So, Kovalainen is leading the race onto the penultimate lap he goes on to now. But he needs to make his stop. Hulkenberg has pulled over because he's out of this race. Kate will need to bring Kovalainen and he need to pit then. This will go down to the last lap of the race. So Kovalainen has to pit. Petrov has pit as well. And so I think all the drivers have just made a stop. De Resta has done his pit stop, and so did Vettel and De Resta. So Heikki will have to pick on the very last lap, while Vettel was just nearly a lap down. So, Kovalainen into the pits now. We're on to the final lap of this race here in Europe. As Schumacher will go on to try to take the win. Kovalainen in the pits for his second stop there. Kobayashi is leading the race, but he's disqualified. Why gets a lap down? Actually, not a lap down, but it's Schumacher now leads the race then. Kovalainen out of pits, he comes out again, and he's going to be rejoined in the points, I think. So Kovalainen is out then. Hulkenberg is out of this race, unfortunately, though, for the team. So Hulkenberg joining Webb on the sideline down on the list of retirements then. As Kobayashi has been disqualified as well for not responsible for this. So the Kobayashi has been disqualified in this race, but Michael Schumacher is heading towards victory now. As well, he's only got a few more cars left to go in this race. We're walking in a lap down. Kobayashi, who's been disqualified the race for, he's leading the race for that then. But Schumacher cuts rounds and he's going to win the European Grand Prix. Vitaly Petrov for his second. Both for third, but he's going to get to Kotkanian. Kotkanian for his third. Ricardo fourth. Bruno Senna in the wins 5th. Donald Wilson 6th. Kovalainen 7th for Cato. Dollar points for Cato. Glock 8th. 9th will go to Duesta. Lewis Hamilton will fit it. Or actually, Duesta, or actually, 9th will go to Duesta. Hamilton 10th. Button 11th. 12th for Perez. Alonso. Alonso 12th. Perez 13th. Massa 14th. Vettel 15th. 16th is going to go to Raikkonen, who's just a Kimi is there. He's going to finish the race in 16th, but Kamui has been disqualified. Hulkenberg pulled on the side of the track then, so yeah. So I think I'm a minute. But Michael Schumacher is the winner of the European Grand Prix then, guys. After crazy pit stop that is the end of the race then, guys. As I've ever got across the line, I think they have then. To 10th, yeah, but to 11th, 12th for Perez, Massa 3rd, Alonso 14th, 15th for Vettel, right, 16th, but 4th, have we missed something? I think we missed that what's with Maldonado? What's with Maldonado? Pick, yeah, we've got Pick, Hulkenberg, Grosjean, Rosberg, and Kobe has been disqualified. So yeah, that's 16 finishes that race. So 16 finishes to this race here in Europe then, guys. Crazy end to the European Grand Prix, but Michael Schumacher is your race winner then, guys, after a crazy good stop that was from Caterham by the last round of stop that come into the end of the race. But after a crazy end, and rubbish, because thanks for Onion then, he mixed up the race, but the winner is Michael Schumacher. We're going to give the win to Michael Schumacher for Mercedes. Michael Schumacher has won the race because of the disqualification of Kobayashi for not making a pit stop what he was not told to do. So black flag for Kobayashi for not making a pit stop, so he's been disqualified. With Raikkonen nearly a lap down from the leader there, but Michael Schumacher is your race winner for the European Grand Prix. As all drivers will come back to the pits then. Crazy end to the race then, guys. But Schumacher takes the victorious and takes the win here in Valencia. He did it where he did in his Red Bull career then. But great stuff from as for Hulkenberg as well. A bit mixed up at the end of the race, but Hulkenberg retired from that race. The rest of finishing 9 got some points by the end of the race then. After finishing lots of racing here in Valencia. But it's been a quite great race here in Europe. But they're all put back to the pits right now. So yeah, what a race that was here in Europe. Bit cleared up for these 3 drivers, Maldonado and Red Bull off the race track and out to the race then. But to finish lots of races, it's Michael Schumacher who is the winner of the European Grand Prix. Had the Vitaly Petrov and the Raikkonen who gets the podium. The winner of last season's European Grand Prix was Kotakan, but Schumacher has done it. A podium here in 2010, and now he's a winner in Roblox Formula 1. Michael Schumacher, the Untitled Champion, has won the European Grand Prix. Congratulations to Schumacher, though. Crazy end today, but with the disqualification to Kamui Kobayashi in the Sauber. Thought someone going to take another win, but he's been disqualified for not making a pit stop because of the safety car issue. So Kobayashi has been disqualified from the lead of the race. So it's such a shame for Kamui Kobayashi then. With Raikkonen a lap down from the leader. But Michael Schumacher is the winner of the race then, guys. Congratulations to Michael Schumacher then to win the race. So after the end of that crazy end to the European Grand Prix at the second Valencia, here's the final result of the race. And it is Michael Schumacher from Mercedes who's dominated that race. He wins the European Grand Prix. He started the race on pole last season, but he got the win this season, next season, in this European Grand Prix where he wins the European Grand Prix ahead of Vitaly Petrov for Caterham in second place. Second place for the water driver for Vitaly. Noemi Kotakan third for HRT. Good work for both HRT and both for the Caterham to get there. Both cars in the points. David Ricciardo finished fourth, the only remainder Toro Rosso who finished that race. Bruno Senna fifth for Williams. Had the Postal Rossi in sixth. Heiko Live in seventh. That is Timo Glock in eighth for Morsa. Paul Di Resta grabbed 2 points for Force India, and Lewis Hamilton grabbed the last point though in 10th place. Behind them, Button finished 11th, had the Sergio Perez finishing 12th. Fernando Alonso, Felipe Massa 13th and 4th for Scuderia Ferrari. This is probably a day for these two to be outside the points. This is probably a day for Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa. Alonso finished had the Massa in that race though after Massa started second place on the grid. Vettel's fifth had a wide clinic because of the red flag situation caused by Onion. He will see one race banned for the next race in Silverstone, though, guys, for the British Grand Prix. Weiger was the last finisher, and we lost 8 cars, though, because Kobe SC was the only one who's disqualified for this race because he didn't pit as anyone else could do. Weiger thought he took the he had a bad pit. I mean, he was nearly a lap down from Schumacher, though, so he finished the race in last place, dead last, just nearly 1 lap down from the race in Michael Schumacher. And Kobe SC got disqualified for not pitting, for having his pit stop, so he got disqualified. He had to be given a black flag for that. And also, the driver we lost for this wave, we lost Nico Rosberg, Nico Hulkenberg, who pulled over the track, he retired, Mark Webber, Pastor Marinado, Charles Pick, and Soren Fern, that we have lost in this race here in Valencia. But now let's move on to the driver championship right now. Then, after that round, Bottas still leads the championship, but he picked up no points for that race, only finished P11 in that race for Jensen. Yeah, still leading the race with 55 points. Just 10 points now for Mike, so he's moved up to second place from 16th. He was in the last from Canada to move up to second from last race to move into second place in the championship with 45. They had the two Lotus drivers, Kimi Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean, both Lotus drivers, both teammates in 3rd and 4. Then Dolores has now moved up to 5th place ahead of Charles Pitt, both time with 42 points now. David Collins with 40 points. Sergio Perez. No point didn't pick up. They're facing 12 players in that race in Europe. He's in 8th, and Carter moves up to 9th after picked up 15 championship point. He gets them from the back of the pack there. From 16th to 9th, he moves up to then. And Glock and Fern completing the top 10 because they both Glock got some points, but Fern did not. He retired from that race, and now they're both tied together. Well, in the Constructors' Championship, Lotus are still in the way, but didn't pick up no point because they had a double retire. They had a double with DNF for that race then for these two, with Grosjean and Raikkonen being spin pit stop. HRT have moved up to second place after a good performance, a good podium, and a good valuable points they have gathered from the last race, and then moved up into second place after got 57 points. There was 6th place in the Constructors' Championship in the last race done, and then moved up to second place with 80 points. And the gap is only just 8 points now between Lotus F1 team and HRT in the Constructors' Championship, between the battle in the top 2 teams in the championship. Most are just 2 points clear from Torres, and then moved ahead to the pack. Then McLaren and Mercedes are both tied with 69 points, and equal points are on. Just 1 point clear of Sauber, who are on 68. Caterham had the Red Bull, while Ferrari had lost, didn't score any point, and then moved down to 10th. Williams are safely got picked up 10 points that way, and then 11. Well, in 20 points right now, for Cindia are still in last place in dead last with Hulkenberg with 4 points, and the rest with only just 24 points. I thought he picked up 2 points that race. Yes, he did. I think that might be a bit of an error though for Force India. I think they're on 20 points. They're on 26 points actually though, because thanks to Durasta and Hulkenberg was so, because they're now on 26 points, not 20 points. Sorry for that then, guys. My mistake. Because they're on 26 points, just 5 points clear from Williams now. So Hulkenberg on 4 points and Durasta on 24 points. That's no, not 26 points. That gets the current total for Force India up to 28. So it's 28 points down from Force India down to Williams' 31. So the gap is just 3 points clear between Force India and Williams in the Constructors' Championship chase as we head towards Silverstone for round number 8. Sorry for that miscalculation, guys, about what score Force India are, because they are still last place but on 20 points. They're just 3 points clear from Williams, even though they should be ahead in the last race though. It's my mistake then, guys. Not in last place. Williams should be dead last after that, but they're ahead of them now for 11th place now. But my mistake then, guys. I'll sort it out after this race is finished. And also, I'll sort it out after I'll sort out the last 5 races ago and try and figure out what the order championship looks like there after round number 5. So yeah, that will be the order. So yeah, pretty much better than it is now today. No, yeah, it is. Yeah. So now let's begin this podium celebrations. In 3rd place, Narain Kartikeyan for HRT. The Indian driver on the podium again after won this race last season from the back of the pack then. Last season for European race winner was Narain Kartikeyan. Back on the podium then. 3rd place for the HRT driver and also the Hispanic driver from 2011 then. As you will get on the 3rd part of the podium. And he gets the champagne and the trophy. Vitaly Petrov, 2nd place for Caterham, for the Wilson driver. 2nd place, P2 back on the podium again though for the Wilson after battle with after winning up in the 2010 season with 2 losses to Pedrosa. But the winner of this race, and I think Glock got second place in that 2010 season from Pedro. Yes, he did. Because Pedro won a Grand Prix in Germany in 2010. But the winner of this European Grand Prix here, the Santander European Grand Prix racetrack in the Circuit de Valencia, is a 7-time champ, Michael Schumacher from Mercedes. He has done it once again. He's grabbed the top 10 and he claims this trophy. He gets the Spanish Cup trophy, the European Cup trophy for this, the European Trophy Cup. He's gonna get here in Europe then. He's the winner of the European Grand Prix here in Valencia for round number 7. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be listening now to the German national anthem for Mercedes. So, congratulations to Schumacher. He's the winner of the European Grand Prix. Congratulations to Mercedes. Well done. Well, Schumacher has won the European Grand Prix once at the Nürburgring in 1995 when he was driving for better, but he was sort of lazy. But he's done it right now and he gets the trophy. Congratulations to Mercedes though for entering trophy for winning that race. Petro gets the silver trophy and bronze trophy to the red card Ken. Well, that's for the first time that both. So for the first time that both the two associations for the first time since the 2010. Since the 2010 Canadian Grand Prix, where Trulli and Glock was on the podium, and Vitaly Petrov, well, KJ had the best results they had since they come in 2012 season then. Well, that is pretty good word that is then indeed. Well, this has been a very good one, it is indeed. We head up to Silverstone next up for round number 8 though, but here in Valencia, it is Michael Schumacher who wins the European Grand Prix ahead of Vitaly Petrov and then Ricardo Kell. Victory for Michael Schumacher. Glorious to Michael Schumacher though, winner of the European Grand Prix like he did in 1995 with better time, and he wins for Mercedes AMG here in Valencia. And he moves up into second place as driver, just 10 points separated from him and Jensen Button, who's still leading the champion after he's scored no points in this race here in Europe though, facing P11 with Hamilton P10. No points for McLaren for this for Jensen Button, the champion leader though, as we head to Britain for round number 8. But then, it's been a very good race that is here in Silverstone. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys, for the European Grand Prix. It's victory for Michael Schumacher though. Everybody did pretty well, and there's a disqualification for Kamuka for not pitting while everybody else pit. So he's been disqualified for that race for not having a pit stop. So congratulations to Michael Schumacher for winning the European Grand Prix, guys. Well done to Schumacher. Congratulations to him. Anyway, guys, we'll be back next time for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone for round number 8. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back here next season for 2013 then, and hopefully we'll have 11 teams to check it out. We're 22 drivers having check it around this track, but Schumacher will not be here for it then because that will be his last visit to this. He did his real life in the European Grand Prix 2012, and now he's returned to the top spot once more for the 7-time champion in Formula 1, and he's done it. He's the winner of the European Grand Prix. Congratulations to Schumacher. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the European Grand Prix race then, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And we will see you for qualify next time for the British Grand Prix. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time in Silverstone in Britain for the British Grand Prix. But guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Woohoo!